It's that time of the year. The time of year that I personally dread, which is winter time, for two reasons. One, where I live, it turns gray and dreary outside. And two, I have been buying plants all summer long, and now I have to bring my outdoor plants indoors. The plants I moved outdoor for the summer so they could thrive and live their best life, back indoors and find space for them, which by now I have done some shopping to fill up any empty space I have. So it's a struggle that I'm sure a lot of you can relate to. So that's what we're gonna do today. This video isn't going to be about how to in-depth guide to preparing your plants to come indoors. I did do a video about prepping plants to come back indoors for the winter time last year, so I will link that in the description if you want to watch a more in-depth video. The only thing that has changed since I filmed that video last year, I do now give my plants a hydrogen peroxide bath before bringing them in, and I will also link the hydrogen peroxide video, how to do that, in the description box as well. So you can get my full prepping plants to come back indoors routine by watching those two videos. And I've never really had a problem with pests after bringing them inside, so I think it's a pretty foolproof system as long as you're diligent about it and check every little nook and cranny on the plant. So that's really what it comes down to. Anyway, as most of you know, I have been actually getting rid of some of the plants that just no longer bring me joy. So my collection is smaller than it was last year, but there still is minimal space. I've been doing my best to keep plants up off the floor, whereas last year, basically my whole floor was plants and there was like a little trail through my house that my husband and I could walk through to get anywhere in my house. So now that I don't keep too many plants on the floor, I'm kind of in the same spot I was last year, even though I have less plants. Let's do this. This thing is actually from like the bathroom section. I think it's for additional bathroom storage. It also works really well for rolling plants around the place. So I keep this in front of my south window with all of my direct light loving plants. So really just like succulents and stuff. And on dark winter days, I know this is kind of excessive, but I will sometimes like roll my plant to the different window directions so they get as much light as possible throughout the day. That's just when I'm taking extreme measures and I'm feeling a little extra, but the plants love it, and this really does come in handy. It has wheels. And I don't know if this exact one will still be available because I bought it, I think maybe 3 years ago. If this one isn't available, I'll link some similar ones in the description if you want to pick one up for yourself. So yeah, they're definitely worth it, I'm telling you. So my game plan right now is I'm just going to bring them in and put them here in the center of my room on the hardwood floor so I can kind of see what I have to work with and place plants like one by one where they're going to fit. I do think most of them will be going on the rolling cart just because most of them are succulents and cacti that I move out there in the summer, but we will see what we end up doing. So this is what we have to work with as of now. I have a few more hanging plants out there, but hanging plants are just gonna go around my bed, so they're not really a struggle. And I think that these might all fit on the shelf, which would be really nice. That would make this a lot easier and kind of a pointless video, but it is what it is. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it's a struggle. This got huge over the summer. And then this guy I got as a water propagation from a plant swap. It's gotten bigger, but I think I might cut it and like restart with it because a lot of leaves fell off in the wind this summer. All the bigger plants have to go on top, of course. Ooh, this guy was looking so wonderful, and then there was a windstorm outside and I had it sitting on a ledge and it blew over and everything broke off. So I just potted up what still had roots in here, and then any pieces that broke off without roots in here, and it has grown a lot. It's kind of looking a little scraggly right now. Probably next summer I'll go ahead and take cuttings where there's still leaves that didn't break off during that windstorm and repot them. A little bit of a fresh start again. And this is a Kalanchoe panamensis, one of my favorite plants of all time, for real. This is actually a really easy year for me to be able to bring plants inside. Normally I have to sit and struggle and move things around 10,000 times, but I think I'm going to be able to get them to all fit in one go because this isn't that many plants. That canopy bed I have really helps a lot. Probably gonna put this over there. At some point I'll worry about putting saucers underneath these, but for now I'm not worrying about it. because they won't need watered for quite some time because I just watered them. Oh, and this side is the front. So this side will be closest to the window. And all of my prickly plants that I have to worry about my dogs and in the future my kid getting into are going up on the top here, of course. But there's not too many. And then the smaller ones are gonna go down here. Shortest in the front, tallest in the back. This one's kind of pokey. I think it needs to, I'm gonna do something else with this guy. Go up here, like that. This guy is going to go back here. We'll go right here, like a good little planty. And then this guy's gonna go back there. And this guy's gonna go right here. That was so easy. Now I just have to move this in front of the window. Here's actually a closer up of what it looks like right now. I'm surprised they all fit, to be honest. Well, they didn't all fit. I still have 3 more large plants that I'm gonna struggle with probably. There's a little bit of room to grow. Just a little bit, not too much. And I am happy with this. And then here's where the rolling capabilities really come in handy. Hang on, can you even see? Move this kitty. Sorry, honey. Cute. You cannot see that at all. There we go, not looking too shabby, eh? And you can see from the back here, there's a little bit of room to grow. Not so much there, but back here. So I can probably fit like at least 6 more plants. She's a beaut, one of my favorites. Anyway, then this other like propagated Kalanchoe panamensis, I'm going to put here, move this scent thing back, because they like a lot of light, but they don't need direct light. That one's going to love the direct light, but this will be fine. It'll do just fine. Right there, and it looks really cute. I normally do this step when I'm outside, but today I'm doing it inside. I don't know why. I'm just gonna cut off the ugly leaves, see what we have, see what we're working with. Pretty much anything with any brown bits I'm going to cut off to help it rest for the winter. There's a ton of new growth on this, so I'm not worried about cutting off too much and then not having a full looking plant, because this puppy does grow really fast and it's really easy. It's not a diva at all. So another one I highly recommend. A lot of these leaves did get damaged it's really windy where I live. That's where a lot of this leaf damage came from. It's just blowing in the breeze. But like I said in one of my past videos, even if your plants aren't perfect looking, plants aren't perfect in the actual jungle or forest or in the wilderness. So if your houseplants aren't perfect, you have a more authentic jungle. That's what I tell myself. Let's see, yeah, look at all this new growth down here. This plant is one that did well in the warm weather, but now, like it grew in the warm weather, but now that it's cooling down, it really, really is loving it and pushing out so much new growth. I think that about does it for what I'm going to cut off. I should repot this and separate it a little bit because there are a lot of individual little plants in here now. So that's all that I cut off. That's actually not as much as I was expecting. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is beautiful. Why did I cut that one off? Oh well. This is how much I cut off of the Tenanth. I do this every freaking time. Somebody tell me what's right. I actually have this spot right here that I think will be perfect for this plant. It gets pretty good light. It's just indirect. It's pulled, this is probably like 8 to 10 feet back from the south window, so this should be a good amount of light for this guy. I'm happy about it. Now, this one's the real struggle. I do not know where to put this one. I know where to put it. I think I'm going to put it right there. Right there. I'm going to put it in this basket to make it a little bit cuter so that the water in that plant doesn't ruin this. I'm just going to put a garbage bag on the inside to prevent that from happening. And then let's see. Actually, maybe I should lay the plant on it. Oh yeah. And grab all the edges. Oh, it's a little bit snug. Let's see, it's because there's air in the bag. It's stuck. Okay, there's air in the bag, so that way is not going to work. I have to put it in first. It still is a little bit snug, but it's in there. So this is how I'm going to leave it until I get like an actual pot for it. But I think this looks fine. So let's go put it where it's going to live now. I think it'll be happy right here. I have this stand right here with some arrowhead plants, and this is a, what direction window is this? Never eat soggy waffles. West facing window, so it'll get pretty good light. It'll also get some indirect light from the south window and a north covered window, but I think this is going to be a really good spot for this. This can withstand lower light conditions, so I'm not too worried about it. You really could put this anywhere as long as it gets some form of indirect light, and it probably will do fine. And if the growth slows down a little bit, I'm not too worried about that. There she is. I love her. So pretty. And oh yeah, look at that light hitting it. Here's how this baby is. This shelf still has some room. I could definitely condense if need be, but there's that baby there. And then this guy right here. Of course, this plant shelf. Okay, so that was bringing my plants from outside to inside and finding space for them. It was actually really easy this year, so this video was kind of pointless, but you know what? We did it. It's a video now. And I at least hope you found it entertaining. I don't know. I know sometimes I like to watch videos that I don't really have to pay attention to while I'm doing other things, so maybe this can be that video for you. I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Bye! Oh yeah, and I've been meaning to say that I do have like some merch now. It's not really merch, but kinda. It is this shirt that I designed. I drew this picture based off of one of my Monstera plants. I sat over here in this chair and looked over here at one of my Monsteras. It's literally right here actually. And drew this based on my real life plant. I'm really proud of it. It's like one of the first pen and ink drawings I ever did. I think it turned out really cool. Got made into a graphic and put on this shirt. So yeah, there's the crew neck, there's a t-shirt, there's a long sleeve tee, there's stickers. I can't remember what else there is, but so that is that. If you are interested in wearing one of these, then I will have the link pinned at the top of the comments, as well as linked in the description. And I really appreciate your support because this YouTube CPM sucks these days. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something wrong, so this helps support my page. Anyway. I'm out of breath. I made this. Look what I found. Katie did. On one of my plants. He's missing a leg, I wonder why. He's gone.